Blue moon alert, Aries. Mars is direct currently in the sign of Cancer, the Crab. And that's going to be all month long. Also on the 4th of July, Mars is in conjunct in a challenging aspect to Ceres, which is the Divine Mother. So just be aware of that. Your archangel is Michael, the mighty archangel Michael, the archangel of fire. And this is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Aries angel, Michael, who resides over your cardinal fire nature, and these are his messages for you in love, money, and health. Now first, most important, the priority, the love transmission. This is going to be quite a month. It's going to be crazy because of the blue moon. So we're going to kind of go over how this blue moon is going to affect your love life first. Now on the 1st, there is a full moon, the 1st of July, there's a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. But it's just very few hours before the moon transits into the sign of Capricorn, the goat, to remain there and transit through Capricorn for the majority of this first full moon in this month. It has 2 full moons, so there's a blue moon. Now, this transit that begins just a few hours if you're using Greenwich Mean Time, if you use that, it's just a few hours before the moon transits into Capricorn. So how is this going to affect you? It's going to bring quite a lot of good luck to your love life. You're going to find that your love life is more fortunate and very passionate and energetic, especially since your ruling planet of Mars is direct in the sign of Cancer, the Crab, which is a feeling sign. So Sagittarius is going to give you the perception of the full moon, but then we're going to go into the Capricorn aspect of you being able to utilize everything that the good Lord has given you to be able to go ahead and find luck in your romantic life. The new moon is going to be in the sign of Cancer, the Crab. And again, remember, Mars is also transiting your ruling planet through Cancer, the Crab. So how's it going to affect you? It's going to cause sloppy emotions in most people. And for you, because of the Mars direct transit in the same sign of Cancer, the Crab, what's going to happen is you're going to feel that you need to speed up the circumstances or the situations in your love life. You're kind of going to want to go, okay, how's this going to be? You know, are you into it? Are you not into it? If you are, fine. If you're not, forget about it. And if your emotions are sloppy, which they will be, that might slow you down a little bit from your normal quick self. But you won't really have much tolerance for the messy feelings and syrupy, sappy feelings of other people, especially those that you're close to in your spousal relationships or your very close friends and family. So just be aware that your tolerance, because of Mars being direct in Cancer, the Crab, isn't going to be, it's not going to be your most tolerant time. That's on the 15th. But that new moon will affect you. And just a point as to why we are choosing to mention and call Sagittarius as the full moon on the 1st, and just to mention it before it moves into Capricorn. That's because the moon is going to be at 100% on the 1st light and also 100% on the 2nd. So this is a month of just more odd circumstance and once in a blue moon opportunities. So these once in a blue moon opportunities and various behaviors of the crazy moon this month, and where Luna gets the name of lunatic, right? What we want to understand is that these kinds of times can be used for becoming more in tune with the part of yourself that's unconscious, subconscious, right brain, the part of yourself that likes to have fun once in a while and be more creative. So it's helpful for that. And to know exactly who and what you are and where you stand. It doesn't mean you can't change your mind, but it just means that you have to know who and what you are. But just remember, because you change your mind, it doesn't mean other people have to change their policies. Okay. Remember, there's a T-shirt that we saw someone have once that said, poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. So you might want to understand that those in your life might be wearing those T-shirts this month, even if they got it from their parents. Okay. Now, how is the blue moon on the 31st of July going to affect you, Aries? The way it's going to affect you, it's in the sign of Aquarius. And what that's going to do is that's going to cause this blue moon, the second full moon in July, is going in Aquarius, is going to cause you to, shall we say, be able to have a lot of your built up positive love or romantic karma or relationship karma, even friendship karma, sort of unleashed so that you can then find rewards for and come into rewards for all of this good karma that you have stored up. And, there's various types of spiritual modalities that use various terms. Building rewards in heaven, what Jesus Christ had mentioned, that if you build your relationships on solid foundation, that means you're storing your treasures in heaven, not on earth where it's just sort of not stable and not constant. So this is a theme that runs through everything. And you want to understand that you're going to be getting rewards for your good deeds. They call it good deeds of the day. Some religions call it a mitzvot. Everyone has their own way of saying, but that doesn't mean that your good deeds are necessarily so wonderful. Because as we know, our good deeds aren't really seen as good by the Almighty. But what you do also have to understand is that it's not in what you actually do. It's in the effort. According to Tony Kozenak, it's sort of in the effort, and his teacher, Dr. Michael Lightman, and also according to Billy Phillips, it's sort of as you're doing the hard work of connecting with people and sharing with people and doing the best you can to share in a way that's good for you and everyone else. To receive for the sake of sharing, not just to receive for the sake of the self. It's a daily work, and it's difficult, but it's in the effort. And Billy Phillips had also mentioned from the Kabbalah Center that it's not when we're good, it's not when we're bad, it's when we go from bad to good, that we are actually in a good space where we need to be. So it's like every moment can be that, and every day can be that, of course. So you're going to be having rewards this month with this blue moon on the 31st in Aquarius. Okay. Your money transmission from Mahida'el, there's going to be for your in the financial arena, good luck for you, Aries, with the sign of Gemini the twins and Virgo the virgin. So those are the people that you might feel because of mercurial aspects that we'll go over in the afterglow at the end of this transmission when we go over the planetary aspects and facets for you. We'll go over why there's some mercurial aspects that will make it beneficial for you to, have some financial dealings, business dealings, and work relationships with, again, Gemini and Virgo that are both ruled by Mercury. And also, you might want to find out where your Mercury is when it comes to your financial dealings this month, or even if you're having situations with your coworkers or your bosses or employees. Find out where somebody's Mercury is, or at least where your own is. Then you'll kind of have a better idea of how you're going to deal with people because of these positive mercurial aspects. Your ruling planet's Aries, but there's some good aspects that we'll go over later. Okay, now for your health transmission from Mahida'el, your Aries teaching angel. healing this month in July, you want to focus on the stomach, and you want to focus on the breasts and the chest area, and you want to focus on the head and the face. So that would be the 3rd chakra, the 4th chakra, and the 6th and 7th chakra for your healing chakra balancing techniques. You want to sort of balance and heal and clear this month. Maybe because there's so much, full moon activity, you don't want to get too much stimulation into the chakras. You want to have a more balancing and calming effect. And not too much of a heavy cleansing this month, because if you do too much of a heavy cleansing, you might stir up too many toxins or too many things that it would be difficult for the body to process. And we don't want to overtax other areas of the body like the liver and the kidneys and that kind of thing. So just remember balancing, slight clearing and cleansings, or simple or easy light cleansings and clearings, balancing, calming is the best way to go in July for you, Aries. Especially with the martial aspect, yeah? And you might want to remember that chakra work can be difficult and it can be dangerous. It's very good and it's very healing, it's very powerful. So you can always check with a Kali Masada master, a Qigong master, yoga instructors, and you can always check with your naturopathic or acupuncturist specialists, physicians, and homeopathic physicians as well, if you have questions about your health. Okay, now to go over the different various facets and aspects for you, Aries, that we felt were important for you to know this month with this blue moon. Okay, remember, Mars is direct in the sign of Cancer, the crab, and it's going to be that way all month long. On the 1st is a full moon in Sagittarius that moves quickly into Capricorn. On the 4th of July, there's Mars in conjunct Ceres, that's the Divine Mother. So that's kind of a challenging aspect. So there might be some problems with mom or maternal figures on that day. On the 8th, Mars trine Neptune. The 8th, that's very good for you and Pisces. Very unifying. On the 15th, Mars opposing Pluto. That's difficult for you and Scorpio. On the 15th, there's also the new moon in Cancer, the crab. So beware sloppy feelings, remember. And also remember, because of your Mars direct in the sign of Cancer, you getting angry. Try not to get too angry. And don't maybe burn bridges. You can just sort of maybe wander off for a little while, but don't burn bridges is the best way to handle it, most likely. On the 16th, Mercury conjunct, that's positive, Mercury conjunct Mars. Again, this is a friendly aspect for you and Gemini and Virgo, especially in those workaday world and financial money situations. The 25th, Mars square Uranus. That puts you into competition with Aquarius. And 29th, Mars square Cora. That could be a day where you might tend to all or nothing behavior. And on the 31st, full moon. That's that blue moon in Aquarius. And again, that's the day when your love karma will start bringing rewards in your relationships, your family, friends, the relationship aspect, and of course the romantic love aspect of your life, Aries. All right. This is your angelic horoscope transmission from the mighty fire archangel Michael and your Aries angel Mechida'el. I'm Pastor Rosemary, Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us, Aries, and join us again next month.